What really disturbs me most about Joe Biden is I imagine he was breastfed very late. He just gives me that vibe, of a guy who just he had some baby bottle tooth decay because he couldn't get rid of Biddy even when he was 6. Yeah. So I don't know why. And you would think that would help with the neurogenesis, and the B vitamins and all that stuff. But apparently just makes you demented old retard.
Well, this is the issue. They talk about childhood trauma here, and they'll say when Joe Biden can't finish a sentence or when he rambles on, they'll say, no, it's not because he's slipping, it's because of his childhood stutter. You say, okay, I don't know whether or not he had a childhood stutter, but I do know the guy has been in politics since the 70s. Right. And for some reason, we're only hearing this stutter or whatever it is now. I think it has more to do with the decline than the childhood.
Hey, Joe Biden falls down a well, gets a stutter. Kicked by a mule, it goes back. I don't know. It is remarkable to me, that Joe Biden has been in politics for so many. I don't think this guy has ever signed the front of a check. So when people talk about how tone deaf Americans are with the black community's grievances, and that may be true of a lot of white Americans, I'm willing to agree that we can discuss that. But could there be anyone more tone deaf, for example, to business owners or people who are protesting the ability to go back and make a living than someone who has suckled at the government teat since, is it 28 years old or 26 with Joe Biden?
Right. Joe Biden, I think he was 1972 or somewhere around there when he gets elected for the first time, and he never stops. That's his whole career. And I think you make a good point, too, on separating legitimate grievances from imaginary grievances.
Right.
Because obviously, look, there is a race problem in America that's kind of baked in. They were complaining about this evil institution of slavery in the Declaration of Independence. It's not as though we're the first people to realize this is a problem, right? Our founding fathers realized it, too. And so how are we responding? Well, one way is HBO Max is canceling Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind, an actual important moment in race relations where a black actress wins an Academy Award. How are we reacting to it now? You've got people pulling down statues of Christopher Columbus. Last I checked, Christopher Columbus wasn't the pinnacle of racial problems in America, right? Last I checked, he landed in the Caribbean. Any crimes you want to even accuse him of would be against Native Americans, not against black Americans. But I think the reason they go after it is that this is not about George Floyd. This is not about Black Lives Mattering, no matter what that radical organization says. This is about an attack on Western civilization. Columbus is the symbol of Western civilization, and we have to wake up to that threat before we lose our whole culture.
I think that's a very good point. And Columbus, one hell of a scalper. Let's go to the web extended at loudwithcrowder.com/Mug Club. Of course, it is the Michael Knowles Show at Daily Wire and available wherever you can get audio podcasts. It is fantastic. He's a very, very well-read gentleman. Let's go. Web extended. If you're not a member, you don't get to listen.